The price of XRP Ripple coin is being pumped by Coinbase, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. Doesn't it sound crazy? However, everything is possible in our crazy society. According to cryptocurrency experts, XRP Ripple will soon create a new generation of millionaires. They estimate that the price of XRP may rise to $2,000. Quite awesome, isn't it? Watch this video through to the end. Let's get right to the point without further ado. Disclaimer: with its most recent action, Coinbase is causing a stir in the XRP community by requesting permission to sell XRP futures through its derivatives division. Bull Runners was the first to report on this event, which has generated interest and conjecture on its possible effects on the price and market dynamics of XRP. According to Coinbase Institutional, Coinbase Derivatives, a subsidiary, has filed a request to self-certify futures contracts for XRP with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. If everything goes according to plan, the XRP futures contract will go live on April 21 giving investors a controlled, cost-effective way to get exposure to XRP. By enabling traders to wager on an asset's future price, futures contracts can draw in institutional investors and boost liquidity. Given that XRP has long suffered from regulatory ambiguity in the US, this might be a significant turning point for the company. Coinbase's successful launch of XRP futures would indicate a rise in institutional interest and strengthen XRP's credibility in the eyes of investors and regulators. The asset may have a number of positive effects if XRP futures are approved. First off, when institutional and retail traders have new avenues to interact with XRP in a controlled setting, it may result in increased trading volumes. Higher liquidity is frequently the result of increased trading activity, which makes it simpler for big investors to buy and exit positions without experiencing a lot of price slippage. Furthermore, a fresh round of speculative interest might be drawn to XRP futures. Because futures markets sometimes attract traders who leverage their positions, they are able to control more XRP with comparatively less capital. Leverage raises risk, but it also magnifies price changes, which might lead to high volatility for XRP both up and down. Price action has historically been accelerated by the launch of futures trading for the main cryptocurrencies. For instance, institutional engagement and adoption of Bitcoin and Ethereum futures grew after they were introduced on sites such as the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and BSC. With XRP, the same thing might occur. Many think that a price surge may be triggered by Coinbase institutional support for XRP futures. One of the biggest and most reputable cryptocurrency exchanges in the US, Coinbase, has already introduced futures contracts for assets like Ethereum and Bitcoin on its derivatives platform. Institutional traders who have previously shunned the asset because of regulatory uncertainties may be drawn to it if XRP is included to this list. The additional liquidity flow from futures traders is one of the main factors that could cause an XRP price pump powered by Coinbase. Futures contracts enable traders to bet on price swings with less capital than spot trading, where investors must buy the underlying product. This would increase trading activity overall by allowing big institutional players to join the XRP market without having to own the coin itself. Furthermore, institutional investors trade derivatives on regulated platforms. Coinbase is successfully bridging the gap between traditional finance and cryptocurrency by including XRP futures in the mix, increasing the appeal of XRP as an investment choice. Some members of the XRP community were eager to criticize Coinbase's initial announcements language, despite the fact that the news has been universally praised. XRP holders who have spent years clearing up the misconception that XRP is distinct from Ripple, the company, reacted negatively to a deleted post that called the product Ripple Futures. Coinbase was criticized by user Adam for the error, stating that the platform ought to be aware of the difference by now. It's XRP futures, not Ripple futures. XRP is the digital asset, and Ripple is a business. The true question, though, is this: to what extent may XRP rise? We already know that a significant price spike could result from Coinbase's action. But what are the opinions of experts? Is it possible that XRP will reach new all-time highs? Some of these forecasts will leave you stunned, I promise. Let's examine the predictions made by leading analysts regarding the future of XRP. As the market waits for a breakout for the digital currency, the euphoria surrounding XRP keeps growing. Media figures, analysts, and cryptocurrency aficionados are all forecasting significant price changes. Some even say that holders of XRP may see their investments grow into quantities of money that might change their lives. According to prominent media personality John Squire, everyone will look back in 5 years and regret not purchasing XRP sooner. Despite the recent decline in XRP's price, he remains optimistic. Squire is still optimistic, saying that XRP holders have a bright future. Steve. This opinion is supported by another well-known figure in the cryptocurrency community who asserts that the next significant spike in XRP's price might produce a large number of new billionaires. Such audacious claims are supported by evidence. Rapid price gains for XRP have a history of shocking market players, particularly during accumulation times. However, what sort of growth are we discussing here? Would early investors become financially independent if XRP's value skyrocketed to such heights? The numbers become attractive when considering the possibility of an early retirement. David XRP Lyon, a prominent member of the XRP community, recently forecast that when the price of the coin soars, holders of XRP might become millionaires. How likely is that, though? Several speculative price scenarios support the notion that XRP could put investors on a route to early retirement. For example, let's say an investor wants to reach $1 million and has 1,000 XRP, which is worth 2.20 today. The price of XRP would have to climb by 500 times to 1,000 per token. Even though this may seem unrealistic, it's crucial to keep in mind that XRP has already experienced rapid growth. It hit heights in 2021 that many believed were impossible, and the cryptocurrency market's general trend continues to be one of intense investment and innovation. Despite recent difficulties, there is cause for hope based on XRP's past performance. XRP's remarkable 252% gain over the last year far surpassed Bitcoin's 26% increase in the same time frame. Early adopters have become rich investors as a result of XRP's more than 350-fold appreciation since its launch. Bullify, a well-known cryptocurrency account, also added a captivating tweet that read, "XRP is about to blow minds." Many people are clearly anticipating a significant price shift as the chart screams that XRP is about to blow up. However, it's still unclear when it will occur and how high XRP will rise. Naturally, we also cannot overlook XRP+Ripple's most recent collaborations. Believe me, there is nothing less than revolutionary going on behind the scenes. XRP is subtly but effectively establishing itself as the industry leader in cryptocurrency. And we may be witnessing the greatest bullish signal in history. What comes next is something you don't want to miss. Therefore, the possibility of XRP's widespread acceptance is growing every day, particularly as more conventional financial institutions turn to blockchain-based solutions. One of the biggest announcements comes from the banking behemoth Bank of America, which has officially stated that it is prepared to accept cryptocurrency payments. This action could be the catalyst that propels XRP's price to all-time highs and is a significant step toward